my name is Deborah McKay with Coldwell Banker, and I'm making this video to give you some great strategies and insight about buying foreclosed homes. As a matter of fact, this video is just one of a series that I've made to help you get a great deal on your next home. Whether you're buying your next home to live in, for investment, or both, I know that you will get a lot of great information and can save you a ton of money as well. I also have Brian O'Day here, whose expertise is in home financing. Brian?
So I'm here, even though Deborah has 13 plus years of experience and is the #1 real estate agent in St. Charles. So many of the common questions that we get and that people have are related to financing. So I'm just here to fill in the gaps in this video series about buying foreclosed homes and distressed properties and getting a great deal on a house. So let's get on to the first question in the series. Okay, Deborah, we talked a little bit before in one of the other videos about the difference in buying a foreclosed home versus buying just any old home on the market. And you went over some of the pros and cons. Well, to go a little deeper, one of the questions that we get a lot, and you probably get it more than me, is how is the process of actually making the offer, negotiating the deal, different from on a foreclosure than making an offer and negotiating a deal on a normal house? I don't see it because you're the one that's doing the work. I usually, as a loan officer, I get the customer after the deal is made, but you're going through that process with the person. And there's two kinds of foreclosures out there. Just because it's a foreclosure doesn't mean it's a great deal. We're talking about the homes that are great deals, and the process is a little bit rougher because there's so much more action on it. So tell us a little bit about the pros and cons and the differences in the process itself of negotiating and making the offer.
Well, first of all, you're dealing with a non-emotional seller. Typically, it's a bank or an entity that owns the property, and they have no emotion as to you as a buyer or the property whatsoever.
So if you make them an offer of $20,000 less than they're asking, they're not going to get upset and
no, they'll just very curtly come back to you and tell you what they want, what they require, and then go from there. Mm-hmm. But usually it's a very quick process. However, you have to understand that also they usually keep normal bank hours too. They want the offers have to be, I won't say 9 to 5, but you have to fall within the hours that they're actually working at their desk, the decision makers.
So you as a listing agent, if you are listing a family's home, it's more like if you get offers coming in, you're all over it. You're pretty much answering the phone anytime that the offer's coming in. You're doing whatever you have to get that deal made and to get those two parties together. Yes. Whereas in a foreclosure situation, you don't have a seller really. You have someone that works at the bank that's processing paperwork, that's handling that deal.
That's all. And they're just looking at the paper, so they don't know anything about you as a buyer. So they just want to know that you have all your ducks in a row, for lack of a better word. They want to make sure that on paper you look good. A lot of times they will require you to be pre-approved with a particular lender that they have a relationship with, just to make sure that you are actually qualified to purchase the home. A lot of times too, they will make you have certified funds, which you before
not everyone requires.
Right, they want those certified funds before they will even look at your offer. So you're going to the bank and you're buying a certified check for whoever.
What else? What other hoops do they make you jump through during this negotiating process?
Well, usually you have to agree to buy the property as is. Sometimes you have to agree to turn on the utilities to even check the property.
So they don't even turn on the water or anything like that?
Sometimes no. And other times you will find that you have to go to the water department and you have to pay a bill to get the water turned on to even check. So there's a lot more to it. You really have to understand each and every, well, it's different in different municipalities too.
So it's kind of comes down to the experience of dealing with different areas.
Totally, and just the experience of the agent and what they bring to the table. It's not so easy as just, I want to go buy a foreclosure property.
So you can expect for sure that it's going to be certified funds for earnest money.
Yes.
You can expect for sure that the utilities probably won't be on. You got to turn them on yourself.
Exactly.
You could expect that there's no warranties. Definitely, it's as is, even if there's stuff ripped out of it.
Totally.
And you can expect that they're not going to bow to your every wish as far as responsiveness.
No.
And I think it's interesting, how can they do that? You'd think like, hey, we want to get rid of this house. But I think that goes back to the whole reason we're making this video series in the first place. They can do that because they have the leverage to do that because the house is so cheap.
Yes.
So many people are willing to put up with that because they're going to get a great deal.
Exactly. And that usually, for just in the past couple of weeks, I've written offers on foreclosed properties, and we've gotten multiple offer situations.
Really?
So yes, you really have to, you have to be a strong buyer in a lot of these scenarios to compete against the multiple offer situation. So it's, you hook up with someone, a good loan officer, a good agent, and let them educate you as to the whole process, and then you'll be, ready to take advantage of, a great opportunity.
It's important because, I work with a lot of agents, and what I see is the difference between people losing houses and not losing houses. I get a lot of the same agents where their customers are losing houses and they're saying like, I bid $15,000 more than the asking price and I still lost. And I think what they don't realize is that it's not so much the price, but the process. If they're not doing the things exactly how they're supposed to be done in the order that the seller wants, they don't get the deal, and they're losing house after house after house.
Right.
And that's where it's really important to work with an experienced agent that knows what they're doing, because then I see the agents referring me customers that their buyers are always getting the deals.
Right. Right.
And I think you're a good example of knowing exactly what to do in every situation. So
thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I've really enjoyed making it for you, and I know that the information in this free video series that we put together for you will make a huge difference in your next home purchase.
So for more great information to help you avoid a lot of common mistakes and capitalize on some opportunities that most people never find out about, go to www.stcharlesilforeclosures.com. The website that I just mentioned is in the bottom of this video. So go there and you'll be able to access this whole video series that we put together for free. Thanks a lot and good luck.
Thank you.